Hello, today we're going to be doing the poppers for the inside. If you look down here, I'm going to be using this webbing, black. You can also use these popper tabs I make if you do so wish, which these sit inside there. But I find these are a little bit more flexible for when I'm sticking them in and makes me get them built quicker. So first of all, we're going to chop up a desired amount of these, about 20-22 mil per one. Get them all cut up first, burn all the ends just to singe so they don't fray. Get your belt punch, pop your little hole in there, and then you're going to want your 15 mil poppers. We want these two parts to make these up with a flat base, silver, 15 mil. So we're going to get our punch tool, pop it on there, get them slid over, the little punch in there, tap, done. So you get that desired result for those or those. That just gives a recess so that the metal doesn't touch the back of the plastic, otherwise sometimes you can get a bit of reaction. So we're going to make up a whole stack of those first, which I've already pre-done and pre-stuck in. Same thing with the elastics. When you make the elastics to join them all, most of the suit is bonded together with 38 mil. So if you're doing like a general longer strap, I tend to just, again, burn those ends, fold it over, you know, about sort of 25-30 mil, and then punch through two thicknesses. Then you get a bit more strength to hold on to. If it's a short tab, like at the sides or some of the connecting pieces, I fold the whole thing just once over, and then just go through there and there and have that double thickness. So, you know, do what suits you. And for making these elastics, which I'll go into more detail in a minute, again, just get your popper there. This is the other, obviously the other two halves of the popper. And then you've got that on your elastic there. And then when you connect together, just clip on, obviously you're done. So now we're going to go through the armour with how to set your poppers up. I'll get that out of the way. We'll start off with the body sections. So we'll start with the front. You need to get all this taped to your body first, just to check how it all fits you, but generally the side gaps are going to be different depending on how big your stomach is. The crotch gap, depending on again how big you are in that sort of area, you can measure that. You're going to need an overlap, you know, over this part here. Two poppers to connect chest to ab. Poppers up under there. Some people like to put a double. I find a single holds well as long as you've got a good popper. We've already got our 3 down the side from earlier with our painted snaps. That's already in there from the solo snap. So I've just stuck 1 extra there. So we've got 2 that side, 3 that side. And then when you've marked up, measured your elastics. So see, if I was taping that to myself, I would hold it on, get it all taped to my body, find out what overlap I have, mark off, and then when I've got on there referring to my marks, you can measure the distance between the poppers that you have set in there, and then you know that those elastics are going to be that length, so that governs your size for these poppers here. So again, once that's together, we can just popper them up. Right, that's the front sorted. Onto the rear. Again, where you split the butt and the kidney, that just wants joining straight back again. Just 3 sets of poppers there. Kept those in, say about 40 mil from the edge, 1 in the centre. That keeps it separate, but just keeps it nice and tight, so you don't want any gap there really, just nice and tight. Again, you've got your side rivets that we've been putting earlier, they're just connected. I'm skinny, so I don't need any size here, but you know, some people need 4 inches at the side, and just adjust these elastics to suit. So tape it onto your body, measure your side gaps, that's what size your elastic needs to be. Your back to your kidney, that wants the butt nice and tight. If you're a real tall guy, sometimes you need to open up a little bit, but it's preferably if you can keep that tight and lose it in there, or at the shoulders, it's a lot better. So we don't want any gaps throughout that again. Again, for the shoulders, we just want one set in there. Some people like double them up, but so with these poppers, they don't go anywhere. So again, we can connect those two on like that. And then on the sides, they will just connect like that. And then we get our clamshell, which holds a whole lot apart. You can just pop that on ready to wear. So that's the torso section. Pop it up ready to go. As far as the arms are concerned, we've got one popper inside the tops of these, which will go onto our piece of white canvas, nylon webbing, sorry, that goes across the shoulders. They pop underneath those. At the bottom, as shown before, we've got a 1-inch elastic, which is just glued directly in there. I've got poppers on these two pieces here to connect that. Depending on how long your arms are, depends where this sits. And then we need to connect these to forearms. So looking, if we go for the left one here, left one and left forearm, notice the left's got the little dimple in there. So we're worn like on the inside here, so we want the popper lining up on the inside of the arm. So make sure that you get this part right and that you don't mismatch them, otherwise it's not going to hold it in the correct place. So that's going there and lining up with that cover strip with that one. And again, we know that's the top of the forearm because of the ridge, so we're left, so don't get your forearms mixed up. So I'll pop the popper inside there, and that will connect that nice and tight, like so. So when that's straight, that's just hanging off there. So when I've got my arm straight, it's not going to forward, it can't twist, it's held perfectly like that. So check that you're doing that. Same with the other arm. So all it wants to do is hold that in place. Thighs, I put two in here because we've got the big wide 3-inch elastic. So I've got the two poppers, just one either side there. Ready to take this. This will go up and it will go around a girth belt, which I'm wearing around my waist over my undersuit. So they'll just hang off that girth belt, not off the armour. You don't need nothing on the shins. If you find your boots rotating or it's riding up, we can put a popper in the back of those and popper on the back of the boots, which will keep that held down and stop that rotating. Right, I think that's all the items for the poppers now. So cheers for watching.